lost my wallet and now I'm gonna try to find it. I'd be lying if I said these were not lifesavers. Well, I'm lost. Hey, I'm in Portugal. If this is the first video you're seeing, I usually cook through Anthony Bourdain's IL cookbook, but I'm here for a week with a lot of people. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't inspired by AB to try new things, try food, get a little uncomfortable, which is pretty easy to achieve. Let's go. In vlogs, I was never a fan of when people show the airport. We know how planes work. Let's just cut to the chase. Now, I'm in a place that's called the Old Village. It's basically created for the English, so it's a little more touristy. It's beautiful. The sky is amazing. The weather is amazing. It's currently 8 a.m., so the time change is a little strange for me. The move for today is really rally, gather myself, and think of what to do. Excuse me, do you know how I would get out of this complex? Like walk towards like the beach or something?
You want to go towards the marina?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Trying to find like a breakfast spot if they got any.
Go onto the main road, go to the roundabout, keep to the right-hand side, you see a path that goes down the hill. Go down the hill. When you get to the bottom of the hill, cross the road, there's like a path, and the path goes all the way through to the marina.
Well, I'm lost. Heading back, do some YouTube editing stuff, and then think about the plan for the day. After my failed excursion, I had muesli, which I learned the hard way is dying for some milk. And then I was fortunate to find a little cafe. I couldn't read the words, so I figured this is a place to try. First freaking dish, pastel de nata. It's like the top thing. Pairs beautifully with a little espresso. It's creamy, custardy, crispy, pretty much every texture I could just sleep with. Sorry for saying that. Next up, I wandered to a little supermarket, which made me salivate. The cheese, the meat, everything that was available. I've never tried before, so I had to buy something.
Paparazzi, stop it.
Making Sunday sauce with mother.
Hello.
I actually made this sauce, similar to it in another video, but we're gonna make it for friends that are coming over. It's a little different from what my mom usually does, but it's gonna be delicious. Very likely. After dinner with friends and family and some dessert, of course, me and my brother and my sister go to the casino, where I could have done better. Now I am wandering, maybe find another pub, talk to some people, some chaps. I found a few pubs, had more than a few drinks, met some really cool people, stumbled into a birthday celebration, and even recorded our drinks to prove it happened. But I lost my wallet. Well, that sucks. I had toast for breakfast, in a toasty kind of mood. Gonna hit up the beach today possibly, but also go to the police station if I can't find the wallet. One thing that I found kind of unique, a problem like this, it's almost, I don't want to say comforting, but in a way, a relief when there is like just a set kind of protocol you follow. You cancel your cards, you go to the police station, you buy new cards, you attach those new cards to your renewed payment. So, you know, when I was dealing with a botched surgery 3-4 years ago, it was very uncertain. Getting the procedure, talking to different doctors, and even still now, recovery, the area is a little gray. So when something like this, it sucks balls, hits me, it's still not as bad as some other things where it's just so murky. King recovered. Someone took the money, but they returned it, so that's completely fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. We then hit up a little bar, which is steps away from our room in the English Village, and had some nice little snacks. The cheese bowl, I still feel it. And this is Rabbit Beach or something. This is where I'm filming like the intro to my goofy little video where I'm like, oh, what? Where the am I? It's pretty amazing. Part of me wants to trek it, traverse it. Oh, almost dropped my phone. I don't think I've ever burned more calories in the span of 2 days. Unbelievable. I'd never make it in Europe.
Want me to get a video of you walking on the beach?
Nah, you don't have to.
No.
It is now time to absolutely pig out with some watermelon, cheese that is pretty much the standard in Portugal. This was delicious with a little bite to it. Ham flavored chips, which come on, and a donut, which also is kind of hard to mess up. McDonald's haul.
Portuguese French fry. It's soft. All of them look really soft.
Looks okay. It's better. The ultimate test is going to be how I feel tomorrow, of course.
I would say the patty is actually bigger.
I'd be lying if I said these were not lifesavers. So the plan today, barely anything in there. I'm going to cook with a dude who owned a restaurant, and we're gonna go to a fish market. I'm actually going to have a whole video of the experience over here. Also something neat, I finally got the ability to make some money off of these videos. So that's really neat. It's weird, you work for something and then you finally get it and it's like, cool. Shopping with George, I managed to get one fresh sardine. Gonna fry it up real quick. I go for a very simple preparation with olive oil, some garlic over medium-high heat, and just fry this up until it gets nice and crispy. The flavor was pretty nice. I thought you could eat the bones, but you could tell this was definitely a fresh caught fish. Not sure what this is, but it was delicious with a scrapple-like flavor. Heading to another beach, I found this pretty unique. There's these little containers for your cigarettes, which we just don't have in the US, probably because in the US we would also leave those containers on the beach. Diving into more food, I had an apple-like hard cider, and then a lovely pastry filled with a chicken tomato-like mixture. My siblings and I headed back downtown, and instead of going crazy tonight, I just got a chocolate gelato and hung out. This was delicious, of course. Yeah, I need to scan your face. It says, just look at me normal. Close left eye. It says just close left eye. Finger on nose. Close your right eye.
Is this real?
No. Food tour time.
Food and drink.
This was a very cool part of the trip, touring Tavira, a town in Portugal, with Karina, our guide, which was through Airbnb. She took us to a cool market. We got to sample some of the produce. I was just blown away at the display of the meat, of the spices, of the fresh seafood. She then gave us a tour of some of the neat architecture. These hands are made to ward off evil spirits. These hands were made to ward off bad vibes. And maybe my favorite part was trying the port wine. At the end of the tour, we got to try some other regional things like salt-cured ham and a famous sandwich named bifana. Overall, this experience was really cool. I'm going to link all of Karina's information down below in the description of this video. Then off to a market before we visit our friend's house, where we get to see some skinned rabbits. Pretty neat. We end up at George and his wife Uga's house, where George prepared the best sausage I've ever had. Flame charring over pretty strong alcohol. It gets a lovely crust and the fat just renders out, and it was phenomenal. I don't have words to explain how good this was. I'm not sure if this was chorizo in particular, but it was a Portuguese sausage. That sunscreen doesn't soak in very well. Today is my last day, more or less. Tomorrow I will travel. Yesterday was just incredible. All the different food, getting offered alcohol I didn't know existed. Pepto-Bismol could certainly sponsor this episode. Part of it's probably all the cheese I ate and also my sleep pattern. Then we head off to a boat ride, which I gotta be honest, I thought was a little touristy to begin with, but it was a very, very cool experience. We were fortunate to catch some live little dolphins that I've never seen before. They were super cute and super tiny. And then we were taken to these cave-like formations that were made from sandstone. Pretty neat. My final Portuguese-like food, a fudge bar that looks a little more phallic than I would prefer. And I say goodbye to the local cat of the old village. Overall, the trip was a blast. I'm beyond grateful to have such an experience. My stomach may or may not still be recovering, but I'm glad I got to show you everything. And if you'd like to join my journey, think about subscribing. It really helps me out. Thanks for spending your time with me.
Hey Mitchell, welcome to my vlog. They look like mozzarella sticks. We are on the courts.
I had to put a 50 euro, half a euro in there to get the cart.
I hate this.